Keep them close to your heart today. Congratulations for being here today, and congratulations to Voices for Children, because this is the right place to be right now.
And it's been fantastic to watch it grow by about 100 people. And not only that, we've gotten more coverage. The importance of taking care of our state's children is come to the forefront.
Children are our most precious resource. They're the future of our beautiful state. If they're ignored or this problem is attempted to be swept under the rug, nothing will be done. And that's why your presence here is so important. It's time to come together and get this done.
Voices for Children is that we don't just identify the problems. We in fact identify the solutions. We know that investments in early childhood education, making sure that not just coverage, but access to meaningful health care for these children and their families.
You've got to repeat it over and over and over till it gets in people's heads, and some of you may not know this, that this 50th ranking is based on 4 domains: economic well-being, education, health, and family and community.
Well, we have a great group of people here. Of course, we have experts in child development. We have Dolores Huerta, who is an expert in community development. We have a number of political candidates here, but mostly we have activists in the community who just do this because they care about children. I know a lot of these folks. I've been working with Voices for Children for many years. My mother, Alice King, was very instrumental in helping to develop the projects that Voices for Children are working on.
I think, first of all, it's wonderful for Voices to bring together candidates from both sides to discuss the issue of child welfare in the state of New Mexico, because obviously that's our future, but it's very interesting to hear each candidate have to express their views on various childhood and early childhood development issues and see how knowledgeable they are and see what they think about it, see where they want to go with it, see if they're dedicated to it, because of course that's the future of our state. So it was my pleasure and privilege to host the event, and I thought all the candidates stepped up and really explained their views, and that's what we need to hear. Now we need to get out and vote and do something about it.
So part of the challenge, there's been decades of disinvestment in children and families in New Mexico, and now that's beginning to come home to roost. You see it that children are not having the opportunity for early childhood education. They're not reading by the 4th grade. They're not completing high school on time, and they're not able to compete in college. That's having a detrimental effect on their well-being. It's also having a devastating effect on the New Mexico economy. Without smart, educated people, the opportunity to attract businesses and have economic development in the state is tremendously weakened.
We are going to spend the day serving meals at a local church. At the time, I wasn't even 3 years old. Nearly every year since that first time, I spent most of my Thanksgiving Day at that church, serving food to hundreds of homeless men and women.
Voices for Children has realized that the research is overwhelming. High-quality early childhood education for our most vulnerable children is the best investment you can make. We're talking double-digit returns if you provide these children with a safe and healthy and learning environment in their foundation years, and I mean prenatal to 5. If kids start school healthy and ready to learn long-term, the research shows they succeed. There are huge savings for the children, benefits for the children, and huge savings for the society. More and more children are born into poverty in this country. More and more children are starting school behind. We can't wait. It's time to invest, fully invest. You can't find a better investment for your economy. This is a real economic return. And to shortchange this investment is to shortchange your economy.
And I am extremely impressed. I think that what you're seeing here today is that there is a blueprint to be able to provide in the state of New Mexico early childhood education for all children in the state of New Mexico, especially those children that need it the most, are children who live in poverty. So I am extremely impressed, and I hope that I can add something to the dialogue. My message will be here that we can make all of this happen, but we know that we've got to see how we spend our taxes, and those taxes need to go to children, and that the only way we can get there is by electing the right people to office. And so it's an imperative that we all get out there and we vote.